using facets, because sometimes I want to split my data into separate plots, one for each category of a categorical variable. Now you remember we have quantitative variables and we have categorical variables. So I want to split this based on categories. So I'm going to use facet wrap, which needs a formula as an argument. So the way I'm going to do this is, for instance, let's say I want to take my plot that I had before, but now instead of coloring it by class, I'd like a separate little plot for each class so that I can look at them differently. Now I will give it, so I'll do the plus sign and I'll tell it to facet wrap, and this little tilde symbol makes it an equation and says do this based on class, and then I give it the optional argument to tell it how many rows to put the result in. So you can see then when I get the results here, I now have the same data, but it is broken up by class, and they're all on the same scale, so I can see where these fall by the different classes of vehicle. So the variable that I pass to facet wrap should be a discrete variable. Now suppose I want to instead plot on a combination of two variables. Then I'm going to use facet grid. So here I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to use facet grid, and I'm going to grid by both drive and the number of cylinders. So now I'm going to take, and I'm going to still, my x variable is the displacement, my y variable is the highway, but for each possible drive and number of cylinders. So I have 4 cylinders, 4 different types of cylinders. I have a 4-cylinder, a 5-cylinder, 6-cylinder, and an 8-cylinder cars. And then I have the types of drive. You see they're listed here: 4-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. So for the 8-cylinder 4-wheel drives, I can see that the displacement sizes and the mileage sizes. So this gives me a chance to compare across a couple of different variables. We can see that we only have 2 5-cylinder cars in our data set, and we have none in these 2, but it still gives me panels for those so that I could try and check those out and see what the relationship is there. Okay, so this is a short lecture today, but you're going to have a lot of exercises at the end of this one. So take some time and work through the exercises listed in your handout, and then we'll continue with the next video.